Alex had always considered himself observant, but nothing prepared him for Sophie. The first time he noticed her, she was sitting in the campus library, quietly flipping through her notebook with a faint smile that seemed to light up the space around her. There was something different in the way she looked at the world, but more importantly, in the way she looked at him. Her eyes would occasionally meet his, linger for a fraction longer than necessary, and then quickly dart away, as if she didn't want him to catch the moment. At first, Alex dismissed it as imagination, but over the next few days, the pattern repeated. He began noticing the subtle ways she mirrored his movements, leaning in when he leaned, tapping her pen when he did, even shifting her posture in the same rhythm as he adjusted his notebook. It was almost subconscious, but the effect was undeniable. He felt a connection forming. Invisible yet palpable. One afternoon, as Alex was struggling with a heavy stack of books, Sophie appeared beside him, offering a hand. Their fingers brushed accidentally, and she gave a nervous smile. Quickly pulling back, "Oh, sorry," she murmured, but there was warmth in her eyes. A spark of something he couldn't quite name. Over time, Alex noticed other small gestures, how she laughed just a little more at his jokes, how she subtly leaned closer when they talked in groups, or how she found excuses for casual touches, like handing him a pen or helping him adjust a chair. Each moment, seemingly insignificant, carried hidden meaning. It was in these tiny, repeated actions that he began to understand the silent language of attraction. As the weeks passed, Sophie's attention became more apparent. She remembered things he had mentioned casually, his favorite coffee, the song he hummed one morning, even a joke he made in passing, and brought them up as if they had been important all along. Alex realized that her attentiveness was deliberate, though quiet. A subconscious effort to show she cared and was paying attention. He noticed the subtle changes in her behavior when other girls interacted with him, small flickers of jealousy or protective instincts that were never overt but visible to someone paying attention. When someone else laughed at his jokes, she leaned closer, smiled more brightly, or lightly nudged him, playful and teasing, but also possessive in a gentle, unspoken way. Even in casual conversations, Sophie's signals were consistent. She would initiate chats, linger over responses, and ask questions that demonstrated genuine curiosity about his life. She teased him, tested his reactions with playful comments, and laughed when he responded with slight embarrassment or humor. Her touches, glances, and attentiveness created a pattern that Alex could no longer ignore. He realized that attraction was rarely dramatic, it was subtle, layered, and revealed through consistent behaviors that spoke louder than words ever could. Over time, their interactions grew richer. Study sessions turned into long walks, casual lunches into hours of conversation. Alex began to understand the hidden psychology behind her behavior. Fleeting eye contact released tiny bursts of oxytocin, mirroring movements created a sense of bonding. Small touches fostered closeness, and remembering details demonstrated emotional investment. The more he observed, the clearer it became that Sophie's interest was not a coincidence, it was intentional, woven seamlessly into everyday life. Even her slight jealousies and playful testing were signs of a deepening connection. A silent code of attraction that only someone paying attention could decode. By the end of the semester, Alex and Sophie had developed an unspoken understanding built on countless small moments, glances that lingered, touches that seemed accidental, jokes and teasing that deepened their bond, in an unbroken stream of attention that proved her feelings were real. The story of their connection was a lesson in psychology. A living example of how hidden signals, when observed carefully and consistently, can reveal someone's true feelings without a single word being spoken. Alex learned to trust the patterns, to read between the lines, and to recognize that love often begins in the smallest gestures, the subtlest glances, and the quietest acts of care, all hiding in plain sight.